making a Pixar animation for $0 in 2 weeks. Pixar has already set such a high standard. Is this even possible? For some reason, I thought this would be easy. And boy was I wrong. This monstrous project had so many challenges and failures, I'm still amazed at the final result. Here are the rules. I can't buy anything online, use a model I bought in the past, which is nothing, I'm broke, and the quality of the video and animation has to come close to what Pixar has been putting out. And most of all, I have 2 weeks to put this together. So what am I going to be animating? Well, more than a year ago, I made my first finished animation ever. It was my character icon just relaxing in his tire swing when all of a sudden, he hears a knock on the door. So instantly he goes to check it out, but sadly he doesn't react in time, and out of nowhere a snake monster appears and ends up, well, you can fill in the rest. So I will be remaking everything you see in this scene and more to look way better so Pixar can hire me. Cause let me tell you, nobody is getting hired once they see this cursed video. The only models I ended up keeping were the house and tree models. The house was already looking good, but it came with these 2 pixel resolution images. I gave everything a texture makeover, adding higher quality imperfections and even this glorious shininess. Just look at that. Now I added the rest of the decorations inside the house. Next were the trees. Each tree had its own unique bark and shape which already looked perfect, but to balance it out, we had to ruin it with these horrendous leaves. So I fixed these and now we've got much better looking trees. Now I'm going to import my new character model because it looks miles better than the old. Next I was going to remake the snake from scratch. This bad boy is longer than my attention span. I remade the head, the body, and the textures. One new thing I'm adding is this tiny beetle. This thing is adorable. Just check out his little feet as it walks. But just as things were going well, I ran into my first problem. While finishing up the beetle texture, I made the stupid mistake, clicked too fast, and accidentally deleted the snake texture. Yep, I had to restart the texturing all over. This was not the only challenge that came up. I would face problems 10 times worse than this. I put in a lot of effort for you guys, so I would appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit that like button. But now that we've got all the characters made, we can start animating. I started with my bonehead character. First, I animated him laying on the tire swing. All you do is sway the arms and legs side to side slightly, but delayed from the tire. Then I animated him falling out of the tire swing. And because of the camera angle, you'll never see the crime that is happening behind the tire. I wish I could say the rest of the process went well, but this is where it all fell apart. I was spending hours working on the animation, and it was just awful. He was clipping through the floor, he wasn't moving smoothly, and worst of all, I'll just show you. Oh. Nope, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. This was not going how I wanted it to. So I spent the next couple days correcting the animation, and it wasn't getting much better. I didn't know if I was ever gonna get anything that looked even remotely good. But finally, I was able to get something to work. And now I was able to carry on with the rest of the animation. And it was going great. The door opening looked perfect, the beetle was exactly what I wanted, and the snake couldn't have looked any better. But while making this, I came to the sudden realization. In 2 days, I would be headed on a trip that would last over the weekend. But that trip goes over my deadline. I would have to finish this project before I leave and render it during my trip. The only problem is, if my computer crashes or turns off while I'm gone, I won't make the deadline, and I would fail. Will my computer succeed? Yes! It worked! And with that, let's see the final render. It's crazy to see the progress I've made in a year. Make sure to subscribe, please, maybe. Goodbye.